let's move into your tattoo.
Seems like you've embodied your character in this competition. It's good for the supervillain to come out and pound one back at the heroes. Whether they like you or not, they gotta suck it up and beat it.
Today, you must create a Star Wars tattoo. Remember, we're testing for contrast. Your design better pop, or you'll be headed home. You have 5 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Love it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Clint tried to trip me up a little bit on this one. My subject matter is pretty limited. I'm doing a white clone trooper with the Imperial cog as the background.
That is the coolest thing in the world.
I come up with the idea to make the cog a viewport into space. I'm using that as a window to kind of showcase that contrast. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. The judges want a masterpiece, and I'm going to deliver. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
I picked Easy Street, something that I can demonstrate what the judges are looking for in the right amount of time.
I would like to win once.
You know, what's gonna look cool is the fact that you got all like these dark colors up here. When you do the red, that's gonna stick out like neon.
That is the plan, my friend.
Okay, this guy's all red, so I'm not gonna do his whole body. I'm gonna do like the upper part. I'm gonna have the Death Star ship in the background with the lights and the atmosphere to create that contrast. Without it, I'm
Now I think I know why Clint gave it to you. Won't you piss him off?
Kay's gonna screw himself over. I don't need to help him out on that.
Think I might be biting off more than I can chew, but
if I don't do one of my best tattoos I've done, it's gonna be a battle for the bottom between me and Mark.
2 more hours.
Hey, Jamie, if I were to fill in those gaps with the color, what color would you recommend? Would that work?
Purple? I wouldn't get too dark against that black and that red. It's gonna have to be something that's gonna pop, like a light blue, light green, light yellow. I wouldn't go dark purple. Mark needs to work on his color theory for sure. Everything's turning out really, really dark.
Yeah, that's what's gonna make them pop. I end up not listening to him because I think the purple creates enough contrast to get that helmet to pop a little bit. This is what the is up.
Clint, you are up first. Tell me a little bit about this design.
The natural color of the character is red, so I had to use every possible means to create contrast.
This is a very smooth tattoo. You added a couple extra tones in your darkness of the red, which I think is nice. What I think would have been a little nicer, from the purple to the red, you kind of lose a little bit there. You don't really add much contrast to that. It just kind of gets so dark on that one side of the face. Going across the middle of the face, you didn't use that contrast to make that nose and that bridge and those wrinkles all stand out. There's not any highlights or real hot spots to make it not as flat. It's contrast A, that's what I'm picking out of it.
Realize that at this point in the competition, if you do 90% of a good tattoo, but that 10% of the tattoo that you lacked on, that can get you gone that day.
Okay. How do you feel about the canvas that Clint assigned you?
for what it is, my guy loved it. He spent more time than I've been alive dressing up as these guys. What I mostly didn't like is he's all red, so I gotta put something behind him.
You didn't detail this thing out. You could have showed these wrinkles and this cloth to look like fabric, to give that contrast, to make this thing look real.
Doesn't have drapery feel. Looks like he's wearing lunch meat.
That's one way to look at it, but one thing I do want to add is that these guys, they do one thing. They stand there.
They have a little more detail than your tattoo does.
Mark. So last week you had a little bit of a rough go. How do you think you did this week?
I feel like I did okay with the foreground. The background probably could have done a little bit better.
Those colors, man, those are no-nos. Side by side, especially in a graphic way like this, it's not gonna work out. Purple is a mean, nasty color, and this is one of those times where it is hurting you.
I've known all this before, but I've been so far removed from it and just thinking I could autopilot on this because I've been doing it for so long. This is a good wake-up reality slap, man. Hard head gotta feel it to believe it. I feel it right now.
Autopilot's not where you want to be, man.
Just saved your ass.
Sarah, what did the client ask for?
He wanted the Imperial cog with like the trooper in front, and he didn't even want all this detail. What I did was I showed him my stuff and said, this is the direction I want to go. So from that point on, I was like, yes.
We hounded on you for putting too much white in things and using too many light colors, and this is what we're talking about. The colors you used in the armor to shadow it, it looks dimensional.
I took what you guys said to heart, and I used a lot of skin breaks. And what I did to show the white on that trooper was just from the contrast of the darker colors.
That use of contrast in a very insignificant part of the tattoo is very impressive.
You have 6 hours to tattoo your canvas with a badass supervillain. And your time starts now.
My canvas wanted to get dark side from feet to head. It's not possible in 6 hours.
This tattoo is probably the absolute hardest one that's out there. How would you feel about doing that face that we have?
Can you show it to me again?
Yep.
My idea is to do the head up with glowing eyes, a more dynamic looking picture anyways.
Would you be doing it in the background or would it just be the face?
I would try to get the background.
Okay.
It's $100,000. We're gonna do it my way.
I was getting ready to tattoo myself at that point. She said no, you know? Really? Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I definitely want to try and beat Jimmy. He sneaked out the win last time. It's almost like traditional, which is kind of the cool part of this challenge. I need to be consistent in reproducing the actual comic reference. Definitely have to change these needles out to something smaller just to do what we're doing. If I can nail this tattoo, then I might have a chance to win.
I take what I do know of Poison Ivy and create my own version of what this character is.
I don't necessarily know that new skill's ever going to come up in the challenges, but I figure this is by the closest thing that I'm going to get to really put it out there. So
This is my style of tattooing. So for me, I'm in a good running to win this challenge.
I'm super stoked.
4 more hours.
This is what I'm booked out for months and months and months doing, is these beautiful portraits. I really want to show the intensity of this image and the character of Bane.
I'm just excited to show something that I'm really, really comfortable with.
This thing's gonna look awesome. They're all gonna be shocked when I win.
What Joshua is doing, it's more to the realistic side. This is a comic book challenge. If something looks too realistic, you automatically deserve to be in the bottom.
Anything realistic, you know, I love it.
The fact that the challenge is consistency, I'm gonna tattoo this thing like you ripped it off a comic book page. Dude, all this is a single needle. Being so meticulous with these lines is taking me forever. I have to cut this piece in half or there's no way that I'm gonna finish this tattoo.
There's a lot of lines. I'm not gonna do all of this.
It's not a problem.
Tattoo Baby's doing some really weird with cutting the body off, and I definitely don't see how she can talk to me about my artistry and then cut this guy in half. Tattoo Baby should definitely be going home.
2 hours remaining.
My canvas really wanted to have a background. I should have just kept my foot down and said, I don't have the time to do it properly.
I hate doing bad jobs.
My background's not gonna be finished. At this point, I'm kind of hoping someone else drops the ball.
Because he has a fresh scar going across his left leg, I flipped the image and put it on his right leg instead. A face should always face it.
15 minutes remaining.
Once again, time is of the essence, so I rushed the damn tattoo. Wish I had a little bit more time to blend things out. This sucks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up, machine's down. No more ink.
You are done.
Holy that's exactly like the picture.
I love the way this looks. It's badass, man. It's badass.
You're not sick.
Wow.
Love it?
I love it. I really do.
He screwed the pooch. He did not follow the challenge. He took a comic book style tattoo. He did a beautiful new school tattoo. Okay, Jimmy, did you come here just to get more new school business or did you come here to compete?
Kyle, you're up first.
The attention to detail that you put into this face is fantastic. The use of the black creates enough depth and enough contrast to where you have the blue and the green transitions to the fiery red in the eyes, to the orange, to the yellow, and it looks great. Where you get challenged again is your background. That black oval that goes around the outside takes my eye away from what I really want to be looking at.
There's this balancing act that you have here. where you're trying to get a tattoo done in a certain amount of time. I made it a size that I thought I could get it done and still get the background she wanted.
Yellow on pale skin, you gotta have a lot of contrasting color to make that yellow stand out. That's your consistency issue here. But I think you did a great job pulling out a lot of highlights and showing the details in there. The glow in the eye, very nice, and the little shines of red that come around off that. Just the fact of how consistently round those are, that one little trick is hard to pull off.
Thank you.
I didn't see that one coming at all.
Joey.
Your attention to detail, wow factor for me. Along the legs, along the sides, to see you ink on your canvas with the scissor hatching, the style that I'm familiar with from comic books, I was pretty impressed because it's hard enough to do it on paper and you're pulling it off on skin.
I didn't really know until I started how much time that was gonna take.
Yeah.
So I was like second guessing myself at some points.
We're trying to judge consistency. This is the perfect example. Every line, boom, 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 boom. This is very tedious amount of detail you put into this thing, and I applaud you for it.
Thank you.
Jackie.
You have a lot of beat up line work in this thing.
You jacked it up. Because of the very thin, weak outlines you did in the face, it doesn't look solid. It looks too weak. We've been battling line work all along.
Not all along. Chris, it's no disrespect to you.
No, I'm just saying. It doesn't convey comic book inking, it conveys a scratchy line.
Consistency. You made a major alteration to it. It's backwards. You flipped it, therefore now he's burned on the opposite side of his body, so you're basically altering this pseudo-history.
It'd be wrong to do that for sure.
Didn't even think about that.
Jason.
This is probably the cleanest tattoo we've seen from you. There's a lot of great consistencies in this tattoo that we've seen lacking in your other tattoos.
I'm starting to feel the flow here and feel a little bit more comfortable getting rid of some of my anxieties when I'm tattooing.
I'm the opposite of Ollie. Your saturation, color-wise, does not stack up. These transitions from the blacks to the blues and the very washed-out orange do not do it for me.
I always think that there's room for improvement in every tattoo.
Your consistency in your application is not going to stack up against these guys today.
Joshua.
Seems like you've embodied your character in this competition. It's good for the supervillain to come out and pound one back at the heroes. Whether they like you or not, they got to suck it up and beat it. It's a really nice job.
Overall, this being DC Comic Challenge, I think you really captured the essence of this character. This smooth shading, all that black and all that deep shadowing that gives the shape of the wrinkles in his forehead.
If you can do that's this complex and make it look this good, then why are you lagging? You should be able to do this quality on everything, all the time.
Thank you.
Tattoo baby. How are you feeling this week as opposed to last week?
I guess I feel a little bit better because I let it out.
Well, what you did here, I love. I think you came back really strong. There's some incredible detail, especially in the hair. Those teeth are really, really beautiful. The question I have for you, why does it just end the way it does like that?
I had a little bit of issues with time doing all those little lines. If I would have gone any lower, then it would have brought down the quality of my tattoo.
The way his body's cut off, it's such a harsh, straight line.
Great job, though, overall. The texture in the jacket and the small little fine details with the very fine lines that you used look great.
Jimmy.
The big mark that you missed today is comic book. You went and did something in your own style.
There's a guy who draws poison ivy. I think it missed the mark. She should be a seductress. She's not drawing me in.
I don't draw it every day, so that's your area.
Well, that's why I'm here, I assume. You missed in capturing the essence of this character.
Bottom line is I'm 100% happy with what I turned out.
This is a game. This is not a comic book tattoo. Today, DC Comic Day. Your tattoo should look like a comic book.
I executed the tattoo, I did what I did, and I stand behind it.
We know you can draw. What you have to prove is that you can outgame these other chumps, man. The key to this thing is seeing all the parts of the challenges.
Today, you'd better be on your A game because you're tattooing the toughest test of technical precision. A color portrait.
This isn't something that's easy. If you can't technically tattoo the shadows and the precise lines, it's not gonna look like the portrait, plain and simple.
But that is not all. You must tattoo color portraits of characters who are recognizable to millions of fans all over the world. X-Men.
Sweet. I can't screw this up, or fans around the world are gonna go, what the hell did you just do?
Let's meet your canvases.
Bishop, I want it on my calf. You thinking about doing full body like that?
Yeah. If you do that body, you're gonna lose all the detail in that face.
Well, now I'm getting worried. The face is too small. I can't do it, man.
I'm kind of freaking out. This is impossible. My canvas is being really difficult, and I have no idea how I'm gonna change his mind.
What's going on? Are you good? We're good?
Come over here. I want you to meet the man.
What's up, man?
Is this too small?
I would never do it that small, ever. You're never gonna get a good tattoo out of that. So what I personally would do is I would do this stuff.
You're saying I should just do is the face.
Yeah.
Like, I would even pull them back. Like, move these dreads over a bit.
Melissa's asking Halo how the hell to do a color portrait tattoo, and he's just doling out information like it's government cheese.
We just want to get you the best you can get.
Being a nice guy is not gonna win you Ink Master.
Are you down with that, dude?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I love you forever, Halo.
Yeah.
You have 6 hours to tattoo an X-Men color portrait, and your time starts now.
Okay, let's do this. When looking at a color portrait, you're looking for it to be an exact replica of the photo. Therefore, everything has to be precise. The eyes have to line up, the shading on the nose has to be just right. You have to capture every little essence of the face.
Yeah, dude. Can't wait. Let's do it.
Going into this challenge, I was really nervous, but we're getting through this tattoo. I'm really actually feeling pretty good about it. My character looks how he's supposed to look.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah. I feel pretty confident at this point.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down, no more ink. Melissa, let's start with you.
Melissa, there's a lot of good things about this tattoo. Number one, it does look like the actor. Where you fell short is that contrast could have been upped a lot more to give this dramatic look that it needs.
I can tell in this work that if you did 50 of these, you'd be a nightmare for the people standing behind you.
Thank you.
King Ruck.
You did the helmet straight out of the comic book. It looks like an illustration, but inside the face, you did a realistic color portrait. It made for a strong, bold tattoo that still has the aspects of a portrait in it.
You took the comic book approach, but you still did a nice job. You just didn't listen, but you did a nice job.
Bubba.
You didn't capture the likeness of the person. This whole side of her head looks like it's the wrong shape because it's highlighted different.
I've never done blue anything really. Mixing blues and that kind of thing was pretty difficult.
Knowing your colors. That is tattooing 101.